Some of you have been in great resistance to being here, period. Some of you have had great resistance to being here, period. We must say it again, because that feeling at times of what some have interpreted to call or label depression or death thoughts or being not here thoughts has been a part of the codes that you have been and needed to unravel because of what is coming for you. And what we mean by that is the future at hand, the future of the way of the world, the transformation of the planet is really going to shift people into a higher level of consciousness. Many of you have had to literally tuck around, pull around, that's a good way, pull around, drag around a sack full of the unhappiness you have carried for a very long time, and or the ideas about unhappiness, the ideas about suffering, the ideas about not wanting to be on the planet, because you are actually here clearing that. That is a very big piece of information. If you could know, or if you could realize how it is that you carry, not just ancestrally based upon what your soul chose to live and incarnate with in this lifetime, but you chose as a soul to come in and carry not just the ancestry from your own lines, but from the collective agreement of souls on this planet. You have agreed, many of you, to carry much so that you could actually be the conduit of the clearer, meaning you could let it go. You can transform it through your healing. You can be a seeker so hard on the path that you would let things go, that would collectively let things go for others, which ultimately adds to the vibration of the turning of the age. What we mean by that is you truly are stepping into transformation. You are in it now. You have been on your way to it. You are actually in it now. We say to you, there are so many ways we want to talk to our human friends. We have been, what you could say, packing in a whole lot when we have been with our human friends on the one-on-one level, when we have been having the one-on-one opportunities. We have been laying so much at many of your feet because the time is important. The time is now. You came to be the highest vibrational frequency of your life. You came to literally be that in action in the world. And it is only unconscious thoughts that become the hindrance for the ways for you to expand. And it becomes a need for you to have the unconscious thoughts rise up, become conscious so that you can shift, alter them, flip them, you could say. There is so much here for you at this time on this planet. We know that it is easy for you at times to get locked into cycles of pain, into cycles of negative thought, into cycles or loops, as some say, loops of thinking of the hopelessness or the way things seem to be showing up in the world. We know that that is a big topic lately for many, and collectively you are feeling it. We want to reflect, for we are not just your cheerleaders, although some would say we are. We are for you a kind of reflector. We are not what you would say prophesizers, but we are reflectors of what we see to know is the occurrence that is actually happening beyond the surface of what you are dealing with, not only in your personal lives, but at the whole. What we see is, and what we would tell you is, you are definitely moving into changes on this planet. You see them now, they are activating highly, and some of you, this is causing a lot of fear for. We want you to understand that all parties, all players, all persons, all existence is playing its part perfectly. That includes you. That includes your neighbor. That includes the person who was driving down the road and may have had a car accident and left their body. Everyone is in perfect alignment. And though we know that that is one of the things that is very challenging for your mind thinking, your brain operating, your compartmentalization to consider, we say if you could have our bird's eye view, if you could have the vantage point, that which we see, how existence is experienced by you, you would know that there is no thing to fear. You have already, and we know for some of you, before we see you, register you, and recognize you, we say that we know that we are repeating a few things here, but we must, because even you who have heard this many times before, tend to forget. It is a bit of the amnesia will come over you, and you will forget, again, a little bit here or there, that there is literally no thing to fear, that you have lived this already before hundreds of thousands of times collectively. You have incarnated time and time again to transcend, to grow, to expand at the soul level, so that the consciousness of the creation that you all are can be in ignition with itself, in igniting the creation itself, the reflection of itself. You are not doing this alone.